I gotta keep the sharp.
Good afternoon. Recognizing that we're in a heat environment, if any of you would like to actually enter into the building, we have set up some classrooms for actually transmitting today's ceremony inside where it is air conditioned. So don't hesitate to walk and join inside, and if you feel a little faint during the ceremony and would like to make that transition, you're not offending any of us by doing so. So welcome. I'm Bob Clark. I'm the president and CEO of Husson University, and I think that's about as long as I need to wear a coat for you to be able to see. Leave one of the television stations off. Well, that would be helpful. On behalf of everyone here at Husson, I'd like to welcome you to the ribbon cutting ceremony for Harold Alfond Hall, the new home of Husson University's College of Business. This building would not have been possible without the generous $4 million matching gift from the Harold Alfond Foundation and the philanthropic gifts from alumni, trustees, faculty, staff, students, family members, and friends of the university. In fact, 100% of the faculty from our College of Business donated to the fundraising campaign that made this facility possible. And I would interject in this, because of that, we cost the president and his wife at the time $100,000 matching gift. So we know matching gifts do make a difference in the opportunity. These faculty members represented individuals who were engaged and involved in what the vision we have for the future of Husson University and its College of Business were. And they recognized the importance of the facility in creating an environment where our students can be prepared for their career success. We know that many other individuals also helped to make today a reality. I'd first like to recognize those trustees who are here with us today, whose devotion to Husson students and their futures made this building possible. Would the trustees in the audience please raise your hand to be recognized? I'd also like to recognize that the team that has been working tirelessly on this new facility, while we are very close to completing the Harold Alfond Hall, we know that the construction has unfortunately experienced some unforeseeable delays related to obtaining construction supplies and labor shortages due to the pandemic. Despite the delays, we're very proud of all the hard work Auxiliary Services has put into this project to get us to this level of completion. I think when you tour the building following these remarks, you'll have the opportunity to see the quality of the experience that we're putting forward for our students. In particular, at this point, I risk some hazard by mentioning individuals with the idea that obviously we're going to miss somebody, because there was no possibility that this building would happen without the support of our entire campus community being involved. But in particular, I'd like to recognize Tom Warren, our Associate Vice President for Auxiliary Service, and his team, Monica Woodside, our Auxiliary Business Analyst, for the constant oversight of the project. In addition, we have been supported by strong architectural firms, Goody, Clancy, and Harriman, and in particular, Robert Chandler, a principal at Goody, Clancy, and Mark Lee, CEO of Harriman. Our assigned architect from Harriman, who has also been terrific throughout the project, is Sharon Ames, the lead architect from Harriman. I'd also like to recognize Rick McKenzie of Construction Consulting of Maine, our owner's representative on this project, and the following have been main contributors from Sheridan. And I would say that Sheridan has completed, as far as we are in the project, with outstanding results, but Gilbert Thibault, Vice President and Project Manager, Randy Curvin, Superintendent, Samantha Burns, the Assistant Project Manager. Please join me in applauding the hard work and dedication they represent. I also realize that those that physically worked on the building are one dimension of the opportunity, but this building wouldn't be what it is for our students were it not for the administration and staff that is going to be able to bring this building to life. So I'd like to acknowledge the tireless work of our senior staff, Dr. Lynn Koyogan, our Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Craig Hadley, our Vice President for Finance and Administration, Sarah Robinson, our Vice President for Advancement, and her entire team in advancement, and Dean Marie Hansen, and the entire faculty for the College of Business. Let us recognize their work as well. Add to them almost 500 other employees of the university. We know that this would not have been possible without the support received from the administrative staffs in academics, finance administration, marketing and communications, and maintenance. Let us applaud their work and contributions. We would acknowledge that today's events are years in the making. The university began a Shaping Our Future capital campaign early in the 2000s in terms of the opportunity to raise funds that would strengthen the university. During this phase of the Shaping Our Future campaign, Husson University's endowment grew from $6 million to $20 million in 2015. In fact, our initial efforts were so successful in the campaign that we increased our original goal of $21 million campaign goal to $30 million. And in this second phase of the project, we added the building of a home for the College of Business as a fundraising goal of this effort. What you see before you today is a culmination of those efforts and initiatives. The Shaping Our Future campaign enhanced and expanded academic programs. It provided support for students' cultural and educational experiences by providing increased support for the Gracie Theater. And when it was all done, our historic fundraising efforts raised nearly $38 million from 5,746 donors. Let us give them all a hand of applause. With the help of these resources, Husson was able to establish 51 new endowed scholarship funds, 288 university-supported funds, and our first endowed professorship. The campaign also helped to fund 23 capital projects, and in particular, the largest and most significant was the Harold Alfond Hall project. Because of you and thousands of other donors, Husson's resources were strengthened as it looked to fulfill its mission of transforming student lives. The university was able to exercise its strong stewardship to ensure its future, even as higher education faces significant challenges in our era today. The biggest and most ambitious part of the Shaping Our Future campaign was to raise $17 million for construction of our new College of Business building. And as I previously mentioned, if it were not for the support of the Harold Alfond Foundation and their challenge to us as an organization to raise and match funds, we might never have achieved what we had as a vision. Our highest capital campaign project priority was to make sure that Husson was able to continue to offer students a life-transforming education that prepared them for their future professional lives. Here at Husson, Harold Alfond Hall represents our commitment to providing our students with an affordable education that gives them access to the facilities they need to achieve success. Experiential learning is another important priority of the universities. More than 95% of Husson students participate in internships, clinical experiences, and practicums. This building fuses business education with science, technology, engineering, and math opportunities. In this building of glass and brick, science and entrepreneurship will cross-pollinate in unique learning spaces dedicated to innovation. The building will feature new interactive learning technology that shows Husson's willingness to be at the vanguard of the future. It also demonstrates that we believe that in-person higher education has a strong root and future here at Husson. I'm proud of Husson's wider community that has supported the vision of a strong future for our students and worked to make this possible. Congratulations to everyone. We did it. The media, members of the public, and government are recognizing this building and our dedication to excellence. One such person is Governor Janet Mills. While she couldn't join us today due to a prior commitment, she was kind enough to send Commissioner Heather Johnson from the Maine Department of Economic Community Development to serve as her representative. As someone deeply committed to fostering economic development, both in private companies and in communities across Maine, I can think of no one better to talk about what our College of Business building represents to our community and to our state. Commissioner Johnson.
Thank you, President Clark. On behalf of the governor, I want to thank you for the opportunity to celebrate the creation of the Harold Alfond Hall and talk a little bit about how this new facility can enhance the economic growth and prosperity of the region. First, there's already been economic impact just with the construction of the building. $17 million has been infused into the local economy by Husson University. Construction companies create great paying jobs. These jobs require skills, knowledge, and hard work, all the characteristics Maine workforce is well known for. All of these professionals obviously then take their wages into our local communities, and that becomes the multiplying effect. Think too about the suppliers and how they contributed to this building. The creation of the building helped support local lumber yards and their suppliers. Companies that manufacture all of the other products also benefited from this project. So on behalf of all of the local Maine suppliers and workers who helped make the Harold Alfond Hall possible, we want to say thank you. Beyond creating infrastructure, this new building will have economic impacts for the region that will reverberate through our economy for decades. Husson University and this new facility will enhance professional education here in Maine. As many of you know, Husson has partnered with a number of companies and organizations here in the area. This is important to economic growth, not only of this community, but to the entire state. Educating our workforce helps companies remain competitive in a global economy, retain their employees, and keep existing companies here in Maine. Companies like LL Bean, Unum, Hannaford Supermarkets, the Jackson Laboratories, and Bangor Savings Bank are just some of the companies that have partnered with Husson University to offer education to their employees. In addition, Husson is creating the workforce of tomorrow. The Harold Alfond Hall will be a place where new entrepreneurs will get their start. Students are going to have the opportunity to embrace new immersive technologies and help organizations achieve prosperity and efficiency utilizing virtual and augmented reality. I'm personally especially interested in the entrepreneurship program. Entrepreneurs are essential to Maine's economy. Maine has a little over 147,000 small businesses. That's the equivalent of one small business for every 9 people in our state. So here in Maine, 99.2% of all companies are small businesses. And as it produces new business owners and innovators, the Harold Alfond Hall will become a hub of business growth in the region. Businesses will come here to consult with faculty and students on resolving business issues. Students will get critical experiential learning through internships with new businesses and contribute to the success of these ventures. Faculty will help students achieve career success. Maine has the potential to experience new vibrancy thanks to the economic seeds planted here at the Harold Alfond Hall. Regardless of whether students graduate with degrees that focus on accounting, business, management, hospitality, forensic science, integrated technology, or extended reality, Husson University students will be ready to contribute to helping Maine's economy grow because of the education they received here. And to any students here in the audience, we need you. We need your energy, we need your ideas, and we need your willingness to create and fill jobs here in Maine. The Harold Alfond Hall is going to be a great launching platform for successful professional careers. At this point, I would like to introduce Dean Marie Hansen, the Dean of the College of Business and New England School of Communications. She is the leader whose team will bring this facility to life with engaged experiential learning. She will also lead the effort to make the Harold Alfond a hub of regional economic growth. Dr. Hansen?
Thank you, Commissioner Johnson. On behalf of the College of Business faculty and staff, we are very excited for this pivotal moment. We're looking forward to engaging, teaching, and learning in the new Harold Alfond Hall. The vision for the design of this new building was a team effort. It was based on research and input from students, faculty, Husson leaders, and architects. Our goal was to create the best experiential learning space possible, and I can affirm we are achieving our objectives. The College of Business students I have spoken to are excited to begin classes this fall in this new location. Our physical footprint will soon reflect our status as the premier College of Business in the state. This new building will serve as a lasting and commanding physical monument of the importance the College of Business has had historically and will continue to have for the next 100 years or more. Husson University's College of Business is ready to start a new era. The classrooms and labs that make up the School of Accounting, School of Business and Management, School of Hospitality, Sport and Tourism Management, School of Legal Studies, and the School of Technology and Innovation will all be together under one roof, ready to transform student lives. Beyond the physical facility are the people. The College of Business team I am honored to be a part of. The faculty and staff stand ready to be creative and to prepare our students for their careers and life. They will be the driving force of using the capabilities of this new building to its fullest potential and supporting the future of the college. The Harold Alfond Hall has a number of attributes worthy of identifying that will benefit the education of our students. This quality facility will have a major impact on their education and our students' desire to complete their studies as they prepare to enter the workforce. This includes the design of the classrooms. Education will take place in classrooms like the Ronan Center for Financial Technology, where a 360-degree configuration with touchscreen technology, stock tickers, and business intelligence technology provide for agile movement and change. Additionally, there will be a tiered classroom that allows students to be personally engaged with their professor. This will improve their sight lines for all students to the materials to be learned and for faculty to keep all of the students engaged. There's a large classroom for legal studies, which can be converted to allow breakout groups or presentations. The technology will be used in this room to demonstrate crime scenes or mock trial events going on elsewhere. A forensic science laboratory located in this building, rather than at our Marshall Road facility, will give students a more convenient location for collecting, examining, and processing evidence. The School of Technology and Innovation will have access to the IX Center, a combination of an integrated workspace, an extended reality lab, and a control room, devoted to teaching and creating immersive, interactive experiences. In this location, technologies can be used to create augmented reality, virtual reality, and other immersive experiences to help solve real-world problems. Working together with the Center for Student Success, Harold Alfond Hall will feature private areas where students and peer tutors can meet. This will increase the level of academic success in all College of Business programs. The new College of Business building also features an agile workspace where faculty, students, and members of the business community can come together to address organization business issues. Helping to make businesses in our region successful benefits everyone. Successful business creates economic growth. This benefits everyone in our community, and in addition, those businesses can offer internships and employment opportunities to our graduates. Our goal is to make the College of Business at Hudson University the center of an innovative ecosystem. We will bring new businesses and new ideas together in ways that will lead to job growth in our state. Our goal is to create a supportive community that works together to make Central Maine an attractive place to start a business or for out-of-state organizations to move their businesses here. The 5 different schools of the College of Business located in Harold Alfond Hall have neighborhoods within the building. This will enhance the students' sense of identity and purpose within their different schools by giving them a place to call their own. Our donors' generosity is helping give students what they desire and need: access to facilities with the latest technology, to work in collaborative spaces, and to participate in experiential education in spaces that will resemble their future work environments. Thanks to you, they'll have this great new facility. Simultaneously, the gifts that made this building possible have created a series of flexible, multi-purpose spaces that can be reconfigured to serve specific educational needs. This will allow the College of Business to do more for our students without incurring additional expense. At the end of today's presentation, you'll have an opportunity to see our building. I hope you'll take some time to appreciate the new facility and everything it can make possible. Hudson anticipates that this modern piece of architecture will come to represent the university as an institution. It will become a symbol of the institution that is looking forward, embracing the future, and providing next-generation education. Like the bell tower and the roof line of the Gracie Theater, this building will become what people think of when they see Hudson University. On behalf of every College of Business student, staff, and faculty member, I want to thank everyone here for making this building possible. Because of you, the College of Business will continue to be Maine's leading business educator. This facility will impress students who visit the university and enhance our enrollment efforts. We could not have done it without the support of many people who are here today. Thank you for making the investment in the future of our students and our economy. Speaking of our students' future, I would like to introduce Tyler Smith. Tyler is a student in the College of Business, School of Technology and Innovation, and is enrolled in our Bachelor of Science in Integrated Technology program with a concentration in web design and development. Tyler is an excellent student who participated in the creation of extended reality projects even before the IX Center opened. He'll share his thoughts about what Harold Alfond Hall means to him.
Thank you, Dean Hansen. As the Dean mentioned, I'd like to share with you what this new building means to me. First, I feel like this new building and its experiential learning labs are going to make me and everyone who goes through our College of Business program a better professional. When I think about what makes for an exceptional business professional, I think of three things. The first thing is knowledge. Being a solid business professional means you understand the products and services you provide or support. It means understanding your clients, your business culture, and yourself. It also means you have a solid grounding in the tools and techniques necessary to add value to a business or run your own business successfully. At Husson, I'm learning about tools, techniques, business, and myself. High levels of classroom engagement is what makes this possible. During my time here, I've seen how small class sizes can make all the difference. In small classes, I get to know my professors and my peers on a deeper level. And from what I've seen, the new classrooms in the Harold Alfond Hall will only make the interactions between students and faculty better. Another thing that makes business professionals exceptional is experience. And I think it's this aspect of business education where Husson University is at its best. Lots of our classes focus on experiential learning, where students like me learn by doing. I think a hands-on education is best, and the experiential learning practices are able to make sure the light bulb is turned on and all the material you got in your lectures suddenly clicks and makes sense. Class becomes a place where you can apply what you've learned and where it's okay to make mistakes. Our internships go further by giving students like me the opportunity to apply what we've learned in the classroom to real-world business situations. Having that real-world business experience is why employers aim to hire Husson students when they have job openings. The third and final thing that makes for a solid business professional is caring. It's more than just caring about doing a great job, although that's important. Husson University has taught me about the importance of character and humility. As a future professional web designer, I know that I need to think about more than just the bottom line. My actions, the online experiences I create, and the actions of my business are going to affect others. To be a successful business professional means I need to care about profit and people. This includes people who I'll work with, shareholders, members of the community, and customers. It includes those I know and individuals I've never met. Everyone who I interact with and those who interact with the products I develop has to be considered and treated with dignity and respect. My Husson education has given me the knowledge, experiential learning, and caring attitude that every business professional needs to be successful. And as a result, I'm now confident I can reach my career goals. So you see, for me, higher education is all about opportunities. Throughout my academic career at Husson, I've been able to take advantage of many opportunities that have been presented to me, such as my internship, which was invaluable. The chance to collaborate with the IX Center to create Project Sherlock, an augmented reality app, was amazing. As part of that project, I learned how to develop apps for users in multiple disciplines like IT and criminal justice. Even having the opportunity to talk to all of you here today is an experience that'll make me a better professional. The importance of knowledge, experience, and caring is what I learned here at Husson, and thanks to Harold Alfond Hall, both I and all future generations of Husson College of Business students will have the opportunity to do more and learn more than we ever thought possible. I see this new facility as the place where I and other students can practice and master our skills. It'll be a place where I'll learn from my peers and my peers will learn from me. We enter this building as students with lofty dreams and exit as trained professionals prepared to make those dreams a reality. None of this would have been possible without the generous support of our donors and the opportunities you've created for Husson students. On behalf of the entire Husson student body, I want to thank you for making all this possible. I feel grateful, I feel lucky, and I am excited. Everything you've done makes me feel like I'm getting the best education possible. So thank you all. For my future career would not have been possible were it not for all of you. Thank you for listening. It's now my pleasure to introduce John M. Roman, class of '77. Mr. Roman is the retired CEO of WBRC Architects and Engineers of Bangor. He's also the chair of Husson's Board of Trustees. Mr. Roman will be sharing his thoughts on what the facility means to the future of Husson University and how it will enhance our reputation as a leader in business education. Mr. Roman?
Thanks, Tyler. You know, every time we get together as trustees, over and over again, we talk about why we're doing this. And Tyler's a perfect example of why we do this. It's always about the students, so thank you. I'm honored to be here today as we cut the ribbon on the Harold Alfond Hall. This new facility encapsulates the essential role Husson University plays in the lives of our students, our alumni, and the entire community. As you just heard, the students of Husson University understand the importance of a college education and the vital role all of us here today play in helping to make their dreams a reality. Since our founding, this university has dedicated itself to preparing students for successful careers and very fulfilling lives. Our alumni have been the beneficiaries of Husson programs that help them obtain fulfilling jobs and live lives of substance and consequence. In supporting this project, alumni have paid their debt forward by helping this next generation of Husson students. Members of the community and friends of the university who supported this project understand the value Husson adds to our community as Bangor's premier university. The students that we bring to the area and our various campus improvement projects give the greater Bangor area a much-needed economic boost. Community support of this project has shown how much they understand and appreciate the many contributions Husson University makes to the area's business community, as well as the students' artistic and intellectual enrichment. The completion of this building shows that Husson is one of the finest professionally oriented colleges in the United States. We are already recognized for excellence in Maine, and there is growing recognition of the value we offer to students in neighboring New England areas as well as the rest of the U.S. Over the course of our 123-year history, the leadership of Husson University has always vigorously addressed the challenges of the day with one thing in mind: the student. We welcome change that furthers the interests of our students, always have, and we always will. This new building is just one example of the kind of initiatives that Husson University undertakes to transform students' lives. Many of us here today have connections to the Husson College of Business. Our roots as the business school run very deep. But as the needs of the business community change, so too must our facilities, our technology, as well as our programs. This is what ensures that our students will graduate work-ready on day one. The completion of this building will lead to a brighter future for Husson University. Its physical presence shows that the business programs at Husson are vital, vibrant, and ready to embrace the needs of today's students. Harold Alfond Hall will help us attract students to the College of Business and to the rest of Husson University. As the largest business school in Maine, we need to have a facility like this. It serves to help us plant our flag here in Maine as the state's business education leader. More students choose to get their MBA from Husson University than any other college of business. These students deserve to learn in an environment that recognizes their importance to the future of Maine's economy. While today is a very important achievement, we must never forget that we are on a journey of continuous improvement. From here, we will face the next challenge and move forward every day. This university is inspiring and preparing students for successful professional careers. So on behalf of the entire trustee group, I'm very proud of this group. It was 100% participation, and some in major ways. I want to thank everyone here today for the help that you did to create Harold Alfond Hall. I know we can count on you as we continue to work together to make sure Husson continues to offer very affordable, high-quality education that transforms students' lives. One of the biggest supporters of this project has been the Harold Alfond Foundation. Joining us here today is a good friend, Greg Powell, chair of the Harold Alfond Foundation. In addition to leading the foundation, Greg is a chief executive officer and president of Dexter Enterprise, Inc., where he also serves as a director. In 2005, Harold Alfond appointed Greg to be the chair of the foundation's board of trustees. Greg knew Harold since the very beginning, I think, when he was a youngster. He's worked with Harold, and in 1996, Harold founded Dexter Enterprise, Incorporated. The Harold Alfond Foundation furthers Harold's philanthropic legacy. Harold Alfond was the founder of the Dexter Shoe Company and a longtime supporter of Maine communities. He ensured that his goals would live on by committing nearly all of his wealth to the foundation, which continues to support charitable causes in the state of Maine. Consistent with Harold Alfond's own giving pattern and principles, the foundation helps support education, healthcare, youth development, and other selected charitable causes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to introduce Greg Powell.
Nice cool day. How's everybody doing? Nobody's taking the president's offer up to go inside and be cool. So anyway, thank you for toughing it out. On behalf of the foundation, Ryan Fitzsimmons, who's here with me, and I are honored to be here at the opening of the new Harold Alfond Hall. And if Harold were with us, I know he would be so proud to have his name on such a handsome building to serve such a wonderful educational institution and mission. Thank you, President Clark. Thank you, Commissioner Johnson, Dean Hanson, Chairman Roman, and our student speaker, Tyler Smith, for your remarks and words of wisdom. So, folks, everything has been said, but not everyone has said it. So let me be brief and say just a few words about the great teamwork of Husson University and repeat a little history about Husson and the Alfond Foundation, which some of you may have heard, and how important this university is to the state of Maine and our future. Above all else, as I'm sure many of you know, Harold Alfond loved athletics, and in that vein, teamwork was a hallmark value of Harold, and remains so today at his foundation. And what a great team Husson has assembled to support its mission and the construction of this beautiful building. On behalf of the Alfond Foundation, let me join so many of you, others of you, and say a big thanks to all of you for joining the team and supporting this project. And of course, we want to especially acknowledge the vision and leadership of President Clark and the hard commitment and hard work of Husson's faculty, administration, staff, and all that made this happen. Thanks to all. Now for the history. I know you've been just waiting for this. A history lesson on a day with 95 degrees, but here it goes. I've shared this before, but let's remember there is a historical connection between Husson University and the Alfond Foundation. It goes back over an entire century. Chesley Husson, for whom this university is named, was born in Lynn, Massachusetts in 1903. A few years later, Harold Alfond, for whom this building is named, was born in Lynn, Massachusetts. Harold grew up in Lynn, where he excelled at sports, playing cards, and gambling. Chesley was said to have excelled at billiards and to have slept on the Lynn YMCA pool table. Both men survived the Spanish flu pandemic, which took the lives of over 50 million people worldwide. Yet they went on to lead rich and fulfilling lives. We do not know whether the two men ever crossed paths, though given their interests in special forms of recreation, it seems more than likely they did. What we do know is they faced down the challenges of their time, as we will do, and found their way to the state of Maine. So this afternoon, as we gather to celebrate a new home for Husson's business programs, we can reflect on the lives of Chesley Husson and Harold Alfond. Their humble origins, how lucky we are that they had moved to Maine, and how each man's dedication to education changed our state for the better. Harold, like Chesley, had a deep love for Maine. Harold believed, as did Chesley, in the power and promise of a good education, both for the individual and also for our collective progress and prosperity. Following this belief, much of the Harold Alfond Foundation's work today is focused on supporting high-quality education in Maine. This includes investing in academic institutions that meet our workforce needs and help the people of our state live rich and rewarding lives. In line with these priorities, the foundation has been a longtime supporter and an enthusiastic supporter of Husson University. With an emphasis on experiential education, especially a business education, Husson provides the steady stream of educated workers prepared for today's jobs that Maine needs. And lucky for most of us, most Husson graduates stay and work in Maine. Husson's College of Business educates over 1,250 students annually, and it graduates more MBAs than any other institution in the state. For too long, as we all know, Husson has done all of this without a brick and mortar home for its college business, though it does enjoy a beautiful building annexed to it. That is why the foundation is so proud to support the construction of Harold Alfond Hall. Well, I have a feeling that if Chesley and Harold were here with us today, they would be chomping at the bit. Let's get on with it. They would be thinking, Harold loved to say, don't tell me, show me. So it's time to turn the program back to President Clark and get this ribbon cut so we can all be shown Husson's new home for business. Thank you all so much.
Takes a little logistics. We're good at that. We'll get it started. After we have cut the ribbon, I would invite all of you to take an opportunity to visit inside and see Harold Alfond Hall, taking some self-guided tours of the nearly completed facilities. As I mentioned to a group earlier, the pandemic sort of interfered with a few final details, but we are tremendously pleased to show you where we envision the future of our College of Business being. Students and faculty members will be available in the building to answer any questions you may have. Now remind yourself, they're new to the building too, so they're learning their way around just as you might be exploring as well. We invite you to take, at that point, some light refreshments we have inside. So let us proceed with the, as Greg said, cutting of the ribbon. Would all of the stage party please join us? I've had the experience with the scissors before, so we'll let you come on to this side of it. And I think you can see where we've done some pre-cutting. Yeah.
Will you do it right here? Is that what you wanted?
We hope.
All right, here we go. All right.
Final words there that they can be.
Please enjoy the inside. It is air conditioned or temperature controlled. Thank you for coming.
And I'll just slide this back under here.
Am I all set?
You are all set. Fabulous job, Tyler. Thank you.